Damn, Melvin. I can't.
Ooh. Use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through? Oh, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle. Stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
Man. And the Academy Award goes to
Mr. Nasty Man.
Sylvester the Molester.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh man. I'm not about to play with Robert.
No.
I'm not about to play with him today. I'm tired of talking about this man.
He gives you reasons to talk about.
He really do. We can't not talk about this motherfucker.
Where he do throw it off shit like that, you ain't got no choice but to bring it up.
And you know the nigga lying. Only a nigga that break down like that be lying, man.
Like,
and Gail wasn't playing with his ass.
No, she was the typical. It was equivalent to when your girl know you lying, so she just sit there quiet, be like, "Nah, go ahead, get it out your system. I'm gonna let you rock with it."
You could tell she wanted to let that nigga out of her.
Yeah,
just be like, "Nigga, if you don't shut up and stop cussing on my motherfucking set, sit your bitch ass down."
Exactly. Then that nigga, is this the camera right here? He's gonna look dead at the camera, bro. Man. I say I can't. Like I said, everybody know R. Kelly lying.
Easily.
Everybody know that nigga is lying.
He ain't getting out of it this time.
No.
He ain't beating that shit this time.
But the thing that get me is these dumbass people that constantly bail him out.
Mm-hmm.
First, who was it? He got locked up. Then a woman that he met on a cruise who won some money from, if I'm not mistaken, her child's death, or she runs a daycare.
Yep.
Bailed this nigga out. And I'm like, what the fuck, kids? What made you think that was a good idea?
I don't know what the hell she was thinking about, because first of all, she's a little old for him.
Yes.
So I don't know what the hell she was thinking about.
Exactly.
And second, I'm like, why? Why would you know that nigga bond was high as fuck, too.
Over $100,000, if I'm not mistaken, or some shit like that. And you bond that nigga out. I can't.
I'm not doing it today.
I wouldn't even take my kid. Next thing you know, she gonna have R. Kelly up there trying to read story time with the kids at the daycare. If I was him, I would not have my kids in that daycare.
And he gonna be at that damn daycare picking little girls out like flowers. So I'll take that one. And that one, yep. Ooh, and especially that one. Oh, nasty ass motherfucker.
All kinds of just disgusting. Nowhere around it.
For real. That don't make no sense. We straight forgot. It's your boy P Mac. We straight forgot. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long week.
It has.
We really got fucked up last night.
Oh,
that wine is just now out of my system. That pie Listen. Shout out Trent.
Yes. We could talk about, we could hold and do liquor all day. No problem. None whatsoever. But damn it. That wine? Ooh, Lord Jesus. Ladies, I see. When y'all sit up there and say, I'm just going to go home and have a glass of wine.
I see why.
Yeah.
Shit.
That puts you on your culo. Straight up on your ass. And it is a different type of feeling. It's equivalent to, like, how can I put it? Weed in liquid form. Because your body just gets so damn mellow, so chill. And then you feel like a damn caveman the next day, thawing out all damn day, not wanting to move, not wanting to do shit. I ain't finna fuck with that. Not like that.
Like you said, at least not like that.
Right.
Shit.
I gotta be stationary. I need a few days off if I'm finna drink me some wine. I already.
For real. It's not gonna happen, Captain.
At all. Period.
Yes.
It's your boy, the Walking Holiday He-Man.
Yes.
And like I say, we did our best shit last night.
Oh, that
on
we
a
did.
whole
that
new
we
level.
Did.
But guess what? Be right back here with y'all. Live and in color.
Right back.
Did y'all miss us? We miss y'all.
We know y'all did.
Yes.
And we got some exciting news for y'all, because I know y'all been asking.
Mm-hmm.
We will very soon be going back to recording every single week.
Every week. For all of your great listening pleasures, for something to listen to while you work out, give you more insight to talk shit to your man. Fellas, be able to call more bullshit on your ladies. We gonna be able to do this for you on a weekly basis.
Yes, it will all start with our milestone 20th episode.
Correct.
That will be coming to y'all in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Because as much as I love y'all, I don't love y'all enough to fuck up my March Madness weekend. So we're not coming to y'all next weekend, but we'll bring it back the next week, episode 20, that milestone, and then we will be back starting then.
Yes.
Recording every single week, just for y'all.
What more could you ask for?
I already got to take time out of next weekend to go see us.
Right.
I'm not taking any more time out of March Madness week. That's 4 straight days of me being a hermit, staying in this house, not answer my phone, none of that shit. It's March Madness time. Duke, let's go get number 6.
And ladies, this is a great opportunity for you to get closer to your man, believe it or not.
Yes.
When March Madness is on, basketball is going on, this is a primary time to, if, say, for instance, spend time with him. If you know he's going to sit down, he enjoys it, cook him a bite to eat. But at the same time, like we talked about in one of our earlier episodes, make bets. Yeah. Even if you don't know what basketball is about, this is perfect opportunity to get it. Now, I wouldn't encourage asking questions during the game because it gets intense as fuck. Mm-hmm. But this will be a good opportunity for y'all to be able to, like I say, make small, loving, freaky bets or bets around the household. Pick a team. Y'all do your own little brackets, whatever. Do it together and go from there.
Or just suck his dick at halftime.
I've heard that as a thing as well. Very much so.
That's always a crowd pleaser.
Yeah.
Because when it's game time, we in there. As soon as that buzzer ring for halftime, it's okay, baby. What do you need right now? You got 15 minutes. What questions do you have? What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about your day? You got 15 minutes. You got 14:39. Let's go. Clock the ticket.
Just like what they do on them NASCAR, them pit stops.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. Let's what do you need? Trash? Okay, I got you. What else? Let's go. Let's get this show on the damn road. So, yes. Entertain. Be a part. Because, to be honest, men like it when you take interest in what the fuck we doing. Yeah. Specifically sports or something like that. So, give it a shot. Give it a damn shot. Yes, indeed.
Most definitely. This is episode 19, I think.
I think it's 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Episode 19, because old Melvin ass was episode 18. Hold on.
Hey, this is Melvin.
Melvin, you're still a creep.
Bro, on a whole new level of fucking stupid.
You're still a fucking creep.
And work with her, bro. That's what I swear that.
I shit you not. That was in the fucking original tweet. When she posted the voicemail, she said, met this dude at work.
Bro.
Who does this? Or some shit like that. That shit is wild.
I can't. How?
I'm like, nigga, you gotta see this shit every day. And then women talk, the whole world done heard this fucking voicemail now. So yeah. I'm sure you wish she just played it for her homegirls or something.
Right.
But the whole world, the shit was on fucking Breakfast Club.
Which it should have been. Why? For the simple fact, because you can now, no matter where he go, motherfucker's gonna say, hold on, you, Melvin, hold on, nigga, did I just hear you on the Breakfast Club? He gonna have to wait for that shit to die down quick, especially with females.
Especially. You better hope they don't got no steel trap like me, because I will never forget. Don't let me meet nobody named Melvin.
Bro.
I got a voicemail of yours.
Bro, you damn fucking Melvin.
Oh,
I swear. I put that on the wood.
Yeah, that motherfucker a creep.
On a whole new level of stupid.
Oh, man.
But that is what we are dealing with.
It really is. But yeah, back to the March Madness real quick. Mm-hmm. I do pulled out that ACC championship number 21.
Yes.
That's a fucking record right there. That's a college basketball record. 21 of them things, man.
Florida State tried to give you a little trouble.
Yeah, they tried to. They better be glad we wasn't hitting no threes, though.
That's true.
We were 2 for 15 from 3-point line.
Because I think they just knew what was at stake. Second half. Coach K got them ready, and Florida State came out flat.
And we got the 2 best players in the country, Zion and RJ.
I think that helps quite a bit, sir.
Quite a bit. And I love it. And like I said, I'm going on record. Y'all can quote me on this. Zion Williamson is the best fucking college basketball player I have probably ever seen, that I have ever witnessed. Like I said, I didn't see fucking Kareem play. I was too young to watch Shaq at LSU. Mm-hmm. As far as what I have seen, for as long as I've been watching college basketball, for 22, 23 years.
Okay.
That I've been knowingly and knowing what I'm actually watching.
Right.
Zion Williamson is the best college basketball player I've ever seen. Point blank period.
And he consistently proves why.
Yep.
The man is a machine.
And just the most ridiculous part is that there's some people that have a valid argument that he ain't even the best player on the damn team. That's what's crazy about it.
I don't think anybody changes the game like he does.
No.
You know, they got a talented squad, don't get me wrong. But at the same time, when he provides something that a lot of players can't do, and that's momentum.
Yeah.
Whether it's a block, whether it's a dunk, whether it is, if they're struggling, if he dunks it, blocks it, passes it even. Like we saw earlier today.
Boy, that's Showtime.
He is able to do things that most people just can't do.
Yeah.
So
And now I won't argue with anybody that says they think RJ Barrett is the best player on that team. I mean, I definitely think it is actually debatable.
Okay.
Because RJ Barrett don't get it twisted. That kid is only 18.
Right.
And he is that damn good. Don't get it twisted. You know, Zion is he's an anomaly. We've never seen anything like this kid before.
Right.
And it's pretty neck and neck with them as far as the better player on the team. I go Zion, but it hasn't been like that the whole season.
Right.
When that season first started, and maybe halfway, it wasn't maybe until halfway through the season I was like, Zion is he's the better player on this team. He is the number one draft pick. But it took half the season. Dude, that's how good RJ Barrett is.
No doubt.
Because going into this season, he was the preseason player of the year.
Right.
He was when everybody was thinking was more than likely going to go number one, myself included.
Right.
Because like I said, Zion Williamson, the competition level he played against in high school was nowhere near
what
himself.
RJ, right.
Anything like that. RJ Barrett was going against nationally ranked teams in high school.
And still balling
I
out.
saw the fucking the McDonald's All-American game.
Right.
Where Nasir Little locked Zion Williamson up in the second half when the game was on the line.
Right.
And RJ Barrett took the game over. I saw that. And that's the best players in the world.
Right.
I saw that. So it wasn't until maybe 20 games in where I was like, Zion is the one. He is the chosen one. He is Neo.
You say he is Neo.
That kid is special. I'm ready to see what both of them are going to do at the next level.
It's going to be interesting.
It very much so.
I think he will be the type that could possibly pull New York out of the abyss. If New York get the first pick, I think Zion could do that.
Most definitely.
Be tough.
Real?
Because ownership is trash. But under the bright lights, you know Spike Lee is probably somewhere in the room right now in the dark, giggling uncontrollably with the fact that they have a shot at Zion. So.
And then another team to watch out for is Atlanta. Atlanta might end up with 2 top 10 picks this year. If Dallas's pick isn't in the top 5, I think it's going to go to Atlanta, which it doesn't look like that pick is going to fall in the top 5. So Atlanta probably is going to end up with 2 top 10 players to add to Trae Young and John Collins. So be on the lookout for the Atlanta Hawks.
Because Trae Young can ball.
Oh, yeah.
He can straight up ball.
It's real close. I mean, obviously, I still think Luka's going to get Rookie of the Year.
Right.
But Trae Young is on his heels. He is coming.
Yeah. Like, no doubt. I mean, for the simple fact of the matter is, because then Trae Young kind of get a slower start. Or he got a little slower start. Then he started, it's like it clicked for him. And then he just started going.
And then he's the pretty much the only piece on that team. Luka's got a little bit to work with.
No doubt.
In Dallas.
Right.
Trae Young doesn't have that.
It's just
in
him.
Atlanta. It's just him. John Collins hasn't quite figured it out yet. The NBA game hasn't slowed down for him yet.
Right.
But when it does, that kid too is going to be a monster.
Right.
So, the NBA is in good hands.
That's true.
With them and then this next crop of talent that's going to be drafted. I can't wait for draft day. I'm excited. It's a lot of potential in this draft.
And when is the draft for y'all typically?
June, end of June, usually.
Right on.
I'll be waiting.
My nigga's like, I'm gonna be on that.
Oh yeah. And before we get off of sports, though, we all know you're the football connoisseur.
I love football.
I heard about who is it? The Cowboys just Jason Witten.
Oh,
I heard something about him.
Jason
and then I heard something about somebody else too.
Sean Lee.
That's
man. I'm too man. Oh boy, it makes my fucking head hurt because I'm just like I'm already mad at Jason Witten. Because speaking of draft day, the biggest reason why I'm mad at this nigga is because last draft. All right, we going into the draft. Everything is cool. He announces he gonna retire on draft day. In the middle of the fucking draft. Like, I'm done. I'm going to the booth. So on and so forth. Peace out. So that made Dallas have to change their whole draft plan for that. Then he see Dallas get a little bit good. Now he want to come back. First of all, he sucked in the booth. He wasn't about a damn thing announcing games. So that was tough. Then he going to come back. And I'm thinking to myself, Dallas. He ain't got no damn fast. He wasn't fast to begin with. Couldn't run worth a damn. Couldn't run worth a damn. But you trying to tell me there's no other young bucks out there that you can't get at spot to? I get that he knows the system. He knows he's a savvy route runner. Fuck that. When you retire, you had your chance. You had your shot. Cop a squat, grab a seat, and go from there. Now, but at the end of the day, he's here. That's perfectly fine.
He said he want to come back like Jordan, wearing the 4-5, and ain't to play games with you.
Bro,
not the
time.
Too soon.
Jordan was Jordan was still had the juice. All right. Jason Witten has the juice too. It's just prune juice. All right. It's rolling on E.
He said he tried to flush his system,
bruh. Like straight up.
He tried to get regular.
That's exactly what the fuck he trying to do, Paul. Yeah. Nigga sit up there doing the damn most. Drop that old ass motherfucker back. Yeah, he can catch a ball, but he always catch it 2 yards short of a damn first down.
Oh, man.
Man, me hot. Sean Lee, I like him, but he broke. He's a dude. He's literally can ball out. But we got 2 young guys in front of him that's just, at this point in time, better. He's one of those guys to where you feel like what could have been.
Yeah.
But I mean by that is when he's healthy on the field, changes the game. But he's like a glass cannon. Shoots, next thing you know, hamstrings. That's a lot of his injuries are like soft tissue.
Yeah.
So 16-game season, he's typically out at least, I don't know, anywhere between 6 to 8, sometimes even more. And glad that I'm okay with him coming back. He's already agreed to be a backup, and he took a pay cut.
Well, at least he wasn't trying to come be no damn starter. Shit.
And that's the thing.
That's
Jason
fucking Melo's problem.
Guess
what? I ain't coming off no bench. Nigga averaged 7 points a game last year. I ain't coming off no bench.
You better go.
That's why his ass ain't got no job right now.
And that's how it should stay. Nigga, if you can't humble yourself to come off the bench when you know you is not what you used to be, nah.
That motherfucker's going to LA though to play with LeBron.
You think
that's
so?
That's a whole other argument. I don't even feel like getting into all that. But he's going to LA. He's going to be with LeBron.
Oh man, I don't know, cause Westbrook call it Carmelo like throwing up shots.
Yeah,
he gonna throw up his shot. And I wonder how that's gonna go in that department.
We gonna see.
No doubt.
You heard it right here first. He's going to Atlanta. Watch.
Live and in color.
They wanted Anthony Davis. They're getting Carmelo Anthony. They got the wrong Anthony, but
bro,
that's the Anthony they're gonna get.
Nigga, they scraping the bottom of the barrel. Nigga, if you go that route, the struggle is real.
Yeah, for real.
Struggle is real.
And anything else happen in sports before we get off of this?
I think Errol Spence fights tonight.
Yeah, he better not take Mikey Garcia lightly. I expect Errol Spence to win, but
right,
he better not sleep on Mikey though.
Mikey
got hands.
Did you check out their press conference, bro? That Errol Spence was done. You just look at he was like, nigga, you be talking all friendly when we up here now. I need you to keep that same energy that you had when you be out there in California training with your brother and your dad. The nigga say, we up here talking now, and you all cool and play the innocent role. Need you have that same energy. I was like, damn. Tell he was fired the fuck up.
Real. Yeah, we gonna see. I'm not sitting down to watch that shit, but
right.
We'll see. He just better not sleep on him though.
Nah.
He got hands, but Aerospace gonna win that fight though.
It's gonna be interesting. That's for sure.
That, I bet there's some hoes out there too. I heard there was a lot of them for his last fight.
For real?
I think his last fight was in Plano.
Okay. It's pretty loud.
A partner of mine had tickets to him.
Man, I bet you them hoes was expensive as fuck.
Actually, it was pretty reasonable.
Really?
It was pretty reasonable. I think they said like 10, 15 rows up. It was like $150.
Oh shit,
that
ain't bad.
So
that's very doable.
So I'm sure like front, like maybe like the first couple of rows was probably like 1,000,
right?
Or in the 1,000, something like that. But shit, I
15?
fade that. Fade that little 10, 15 rows up, 150. That ain't shit.
Will gladly do it, and I lose no sleep over.
Well,
not even a little bit.
Man, yeah.
So, tell you what, we'll transition into our usual. I do have a question that was brought up, and I want to get your thoughts on it. Communication, all right, or miscommunication, specifically in a relationship. So, say for instance, you are married, you and your wife, cool, been knowing each other for quite some time. Y'all, how can I put it? For the most part, you're very direct with your communication. You let it be known right off the rip, hey, this is what's going on. This is possibly who tried to talk to me. This is the situation, whether it's an ex or a friend. Hey, this is what's going on. I want to be as transparent with you as possible. But your wife is not as forthcoming with information. Say, for instance, she works a lot out of town. And she sometimes goes out of town in pairs or with certain people. So she was like, all right, I got to go out of town with Billy. All right, cool. Now, you already kind of know that Billy is trying to holler at her. But he's married. And they're going as a group. Of course, so you thought. Go out of town, come back, and she tell you, yeah, it was just me and Billy this time, and, you know, that's it. How would you feel about that? Let's say, just for instance, with not being forthcoming with all of the information.
Then it's going to make me think, what else has she told me? That's going to be the first thing that comes to my mind.
Right on.
And so then, I mean, me being as blunt as I am, I'm going to ask her, is this the only thing you haven't told me?
Right.
And it better be yes. It better be yes, or your ass might be gunsmoke.
Because that's tough.
Yeah.
You know, particularly when you are very open. Because being that open, being that vulnerable, you're not doing it to hurt the person, but you don't want to leave any areas of shades of gray.
Yeah.
So you let it be known, hey, my ex is trying to get at me. All right. We probably, say for instance, you have a kid together. Yeah, we talk. He's or she's in a relationship or whatever, but she still wants to be with me. You're not saying that to be hurtful. You're not saying that to be upset, but you're just trying to let the other person know, hey, they still trying to get with me. But like you say, when the other person that you would start kind of withholding information or not telling you everything, it makes your mind wander a little bit. Yeah. What else are you not telling me? And what is the reason for you not telling me?
Yeah.
Is it because you think that I'm going to get mad? Because I'm going to tell you now, I'm getting more pissed off by you not telling me, and I got to pull it out of
anything else.
Yes. So that has been something that has been going on with quite a few people I know.
Yeah. Because, I mean, when you think about it, what do women hate probably more than anything in the world? They hate being made to look like an idiot.
That's true. That's true.
I think a lot of women fear being embarrassed about being cheated on than the actual act of being cheated on. I think women hate that more than actually being cheated on.
Because what's one of the biggest things that they always say? You have me out here looking like a fool. You have me out here looking fucking dumb, looking stupid. And why not only does it affect her, but it affects other relationships. Because guess what? When she's brought around, and it could be your brother, your friends, your cousin, whatever else, most likely they kind of already know. And she's the only one that doesn't get the inside joke. And then where does her wrath go to? Not just her, but to them as well, because they're like, damn, y'all knew too. And y'all sit up here and got me up here looking all kinds of fucking stupid. Like you say, that is I think that hurts, like you say, possibly more than the actual cheating itself.
Yeah. And then in certain situations, some people don't want you to kill the messenger.
Right.
So some people will not tell you.
Right. Won't say
because a lot of people have that misplaced anger.
Right.
Of who they lose sight of who they really should be mad at, which is their significant other.
Correct.
Situation. But they'll put that anger on everybody else but that person.
Right.
Which, that's just unhealthy. I mean,
for real.
I mean, if I find out my girl cheating on me, you think I'm about to go whoop the dude ass?
No.
What do we always say? He did what he's supposed to do.
He did exactly. It was her decision. It was her choice.
You didn't respect me enough to tell me if you were unhappy or if you were feeling neglected or whatever, and all you did was just go step out on me and try to go find that elsewhere instead of telling me you didn't care enough about me to even let me know anything was wrong.
Okay.
So why would I go whoop his ass?
For what? And let's think about the fucking steps that it takes to cheat.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I say the steps is because you have multiple outs before it get to that point.
Yes.
Whether it is, you can't say that you were too drunk.
Nope.
All right. Why? Because, okay, you start drinking. That person started looking good. Boom. All right. First of all, you got to find a place to do it at.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's sometimes motherfuckers steal fucking cars, whether it's go back to his place. Now, you go back to his place, or fellas, you go back to her place. We're going to just keep this on both sides. You go there, it takes time to get over there, which means you would think you're thinking about it. Second, you get to their front door. At that point in time, that's when shit get real. But this is the one that gets me. You are literally getting unclothed. You are literally taking your clothes off right there.
Yep.
That is when your mind should set off that, you know what? I am about to do something stupid. I'm about to do something absolutely fucking dumb. That is when all flashing red lights need mission abort, mission abort, mission abort.
Just like that nigga, Chris Rock aborted that mission on I Think I Love My Wife.
Yes.
He was about to knock that girl off. And he was taking his clothes off. And then he said abort mission.
Abort mission. Done. Yep. That so much goes into that.
Mm-hmm.
To the point to where you could have easily said no. So to apologize after the fact, like you say, you didn't have enough respect for me. You didn't care enough for me at that time. So why should I feel sorry? Why would I take out my anger on him when you are the one that's supposed to be, that we're attached to? So, no, I totally. So, let's go with that. Let's stick with that. Let's say, for instance, they don't cheat. Or she don't cheat. But she tells you about it. Got close. She got there, slowly getting undressed, but then it hits her. Boom. It ain't worth it. How would you feel about that? If she told you that I got close. I was in that moment. I was in that stage. This was something that I wanted to do, and I just want to be honest, but I just couldn't follow through with it.
Well, number one, I tell her that I respect her for two reasons.
Mm-hmm.
One, for having the wherewithal to realize that she didn't want to do that.
Right.
And that she at least cared enough about me to not go all the way.
Mm-hmm.
And two, caring about me enough to be honest with me and upfront and tell me about it.
Right.
Then I would ask her, what is there something that she's missing, or what was her thought process behind even considering it?
Right.
Because I highly doubt it was just a whim.
Right. Because women don't operate like that.
Typically, no. I mean, you might have that once in a blue moon where maybe it was literally just alcohol
involved.
Person look good. It's right here.
Right.
It's easy. Just go ahead and do it.
Right.
I had it once in a while, but I know typically women don't operate like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be my question. And go from there.
Makes sense.
See if it was something that's fixable.
Right.
Or do we just need to dead the whole thing right now?
Makes perfectly good sense to me.
That's where I'm rocking with that.
Because, like I say, honesty is always the best policy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I always tell people, I would rather tell you the truth and you tell you the truth, you'd be upset with me, but you'll respect my word. You'll be able to know that, hey, guess what? He's telling the truth, then a lie, have you looking stupid, and then you can't trust anything that I say after that. So, if she comes with that type of honesty, I'll be hot as hell, but at the same time, like you said, I would respect her.
Mm-hmm.
How did we get to this point? What led us this far? So, then try and, like you say, go from there. Because that takes, to tell a person straight up that I almost thought about cheating on you to your face. That takes guts. Not in a letter, not in a fucking text, not in a phone call, but to sit down and have a discussion. And then try and communicate after that, how do we move forward? That could be pretty tough.
Yeah. Which leads me to, I got a question for the listeners. For everybody. It ain't got to be just men or women. For everybody. I'm just curious do people want, I know what my answer is, and I'm sure I know what your answer is too.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen cases where some people want the opposite.
Right.
So my question to the listeners is, do y'all like a pretty lie or the ugly truth? That's my question.
And for the most,
give me the ugly truth.
By all means. Please do not.
But I've seen some people that really do prefer the ugly lie. Yeah,
they got a song. They got several songs out, and one of them, it's the dude. I'm not even gonna use that analogy because I hate when they bring that shit up. They call him the drummer of Maroon 5, and I'm like, he got a fucking name. Damn it, he made it on his own. Hell, don't call that man that. Hell, he got his own damn name, and basically it's called "I Don't Want to Go Through Your Phone." He's talking about how he'd rather just live in his daydream, knowing that shit ain't right, shit ain't working out, but he wants to move forward just like that. PJ Morton. PJ Morton is called "Go Through Your Phone." And he's like, I would rather keep walking in my daydream, regardless of what you text or type. I still want us to move forward, regardless of the situation. So like you say, and the crazy thing about it is, it's okay to, in this case, admit that if you can't handle the ugly truth, because sometimes people, that's the first thing people say, just tell me the truth. You have to be equipped to handle that shit.
Yeah. Emotionally.
If you're not strong enough for somebody to come up and tell you to your face, hey, I'm cheating on you, guess what? It's okay. You can build yourself up to that, but right now I know so many people, no, just tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. No, I can deal with it.
Just can't believe it.
This thing didn't want to hear the ugly truth.
Well, that ugly truth ain't.
This nigga wanted a pretty lie.
Bro, I don't want to know.
How good must have been for him to be like, I don't want to know if you playing me, if you cheating on me. Like,
there are so many out there.
I'm tripping. Don't send me that cease and desist. Do not send me the cease and desist.
It is on the way, my friend.
Oh, this nigga said, I don't want to know if you playing me. Just keep it on the low. Fuck that.
No.
Damn that to hell. You lost your mind. What kind of pussy this bitch got? This nigga said he don't want to know.
That clap back. That, to me, a person, because that is a habit that I have. And my biggest thing, I tell people all the time, we can argue, we can fuss, we can fight. If I'm in a relationship, that's cool. But if you cheat on me, we are done. Yep. It's no talking. There is literally nothing else we can discuss. But I think some people deal with it because they are afraid of going through, first of all, that feeling of possibly not only being betrayed, but possibly being alone. So it can be physical as well. You, like you say, it could be some damn good mushu. Mushu be out this world to the point to where I just gotta have it. It's a drug. Yep. Because ladies, y'all mushu, some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, y'all got some real. Y'all mushu is the truth.
Some of y'all sitting on a gold mine and y'all don't even know it.
At all.
Shit.
Period. Straight up addicting. Now, some of y'all need to get that shit figured out.
Yeah.
All of y'all sit up there and say you got that good. Let's not tell that lie. But some people are afraid to go through those phases of being a confrontation, finding out that I probably will be alone, and how am I gonna work through that? They rather just be like, nope, fuck it, that takes too much work. I can't handle that. No. So just cheat on me. Just don't let me know, and go from there. They will literally accept that. Straight up, point blank.
So then, if there's anybody that's going through that, I have another question. If your significant other comes directly to you and says, if you cheat on me, don't tell me about it. I don't want to know about it. Is that even considered cheating?
That is true.
I guess technically, yes, but that's damn near a fucking hall pass.
Like an open relationship.
Pretty much.
You know?
Like, so I mean, is that even really just cheating? Like,
I don't think you technically consider it is.
Yeah.
Because it's, like you say, it's open, just as long as I don't find out about it. Okay, well, fuck.
Good luck with that. You better be living in fucking New York or some shit.
Exactly.
You in a small city, you gonna find out about it.
Because when people cheat, they very seldom, I know they talk about friends with benefits, but people very seldom just meet up, fuck, and don't talk or text or anything like that. It just don't typically work like that. Oh, what you doing? Hey, you want to catch a drink? Hey, you want to go to the movies? Hey, you want to hang out a little bit? Hey, you want to stop by? Eventually, somebody is going to find the fuck out. And what does that person say when they come back and get told? Now, granted, they done already gave you the hall pass saying, I'm fine with it as long as you don't say anything. I mean, as long as I don't find out. But how do they feel when somebody comes up and tell them, hey, I saw such and such with old girl? Okay. How do they, if you're okay with being in an open relationship like that, how do you respond? How do you sit up there and say,
yeah, like that's...
Oh, do you just say, oh, well, it's okay? Do you fake mad?
Shit.
Do you fake like you angry for that moment? And then when that person comes home, yeah, you know, Tammy told me about you and such fucking. Do that over dinner? I mean, how in the fuck does that work? I don't get that.
I don't know. Anybody doing that shit, y'all have lost your fucking mind. Y'all need to see a fucking doctor or something, because that shit ain't normal.
Bro.
Fuck that. Just be single.
I think that's what it basically boils down to.
Shit.
Because it'll get to the point to where eventually, if you let a person have that much free reign, that open, sometimes what ends up happening is they end up crossing over to the other side altogether, or they feel like, I ain't got to deal with this shit. They will find any and every other reason just to not be around you.
No.
Like we was talking about before, starting arguments. Yeah, ladies, we brought that up too. And what I mean by that, we start arguments. Y'all think we start arguments to go out and cheat and fuck. Nope. We start arguments to go play video games in the next room. Be left the fuck alone. Y'all, on the other hand,
just for a little bit, and then we can make up.
That's it.
Just leave us the fuck alone.
That's it. But won't even let us do that in peace. Y'all start whole arguments just to start arguments.
Same. Sometimes I want to be able to cut the game on without hearing. Suck your damn teeth one more time. I'm gonna knock your teeth out your mouth. Shit.
Exactly, bro. Because we're not asking for much with the game.
No, we're very simple creatures. I know y'all understand this.
Very. Like we don't trip when y'all want to watch a little reality TV shows. We may say, "Oh, you watching that shit again? All right, whatever. Keep it moving." We know when to leave you the fuck alone. But y'all act like the motherfucking me PlayStation is an actual living, breathing person. Like we are actually caressing another woman when we pick up that joystick. I don't understand that. Not even a little bit.
They can miss me with that. That shit is so whack. Man.
Then when we get up underneath, you get mad. You feel some type of way. Can't have it both ways.
You really can't. You really can't.
Should not work.
Y'all need to figure that shit out. That shit is trash.
Please do that for us. Do that for us.
Man, I wrote some shit down too. I don't know where that shit is at. Do we want to discuss the damn MJ documentary?
By all means, what you got?
I mean, I ain't got much. I mean, the whole thing was just full of shit. That documentary's supposed to be on facts. There was not one. The only fact in that damn documentary was the fact that Michael Jackson knew them two.
That's it. I've
there
heard
were
about
no
it.
facts presented in that thing, which is enough to make me just disregard the whole thing and turn it off.
Right. Like, for me, the biggest thing has always been was timing.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is what trumped everything.
Yeah.
With R. Kelly, say for instance, not only did we know that he did it in the past, court records show he has a history of it.
So much fucking evidence, video evidence, eyewitness accounts on both sides.
Right.
You got actual victims and then people in his camp corroborating those stories.
Exactly.
Where's the evidence on MJ?
I'm like, you wait till he been gone for a whole minute.
Was it 2000? 10 years.
10 years.
It'll be 10 years this year.
A decade that he's been gone. And I don't give a damn how much research you got to do. It shouldn't take no damn 10 years to do it.
Nope.
So that is the biggest thing that I'm looking at.
I'm sorry. And if the FBI can't find nothing, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I know Michael Jackson was fucked up in the head.
Right.
And there was some shit going on. He liked being around kids.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know he didn't have a fucking childhood, and I know people going to try to say that that's a cop-out. Oh, you're using that as a... No, fuck that, because if somebody can go shoot up a fucking school, and the first thing these fucking news reporters say is that, oh, he was mentally unstable, he was bullied as a kid, then I can bring that shit up too. Because that plays a factor into this shit.
Everything.
Anybody that wants to deny that played a factor in it, you're fucking an idiot.
Yeah, because he still had childish ways. Even you can tell by his interviews, he was naive about certain things, certain interactions.
And I mean, me bringing that up, I'm not using that to shoot him some bail.
No.
There ain't nothing cool about hanging around with kids, fucking possibly sleeping in bed with kids
right.
and shit, having fucking kids all around you and all that shit all the time. No, the shit is fucking weird.
It is.
And this is coming from one of the biggest, if not the biggest Michael Jackson fan ever.
Right.
This shit's fucking weird. Man.
It is.
But I do not believe for a second. Yeah, some shit was going on, but I don't believe for a second that Michael Jackson was doing anything sexual with these kids.
Right.
I don't believe it.
Because my thing is this. I'm like, and it goes to R. Kelly case as well, because don't get me wrong, R. Kelly is a monster too. And if MJ did it, which we wasn't there, don't know, but if he did it, I love him down into the ground, but he sucks too.
Get him the fuck out of here too.
Right. But at the same time, I'm like, how do you get your children in that situation?
Yeah.
How do you, with another adult? I don't understand that.
I think that's what a lot of people are missing. They're putting so much of it on R. Kelly, so much on MJ. We're forgetting about all the other people that were culpable on this. This kind of shit takes a ring to pull off.
It does. And
like, my whole family loves Michael Jackson.
Right.
My mom ain't letting me stay at fucking Michael Jackson's house.
For what?
And let's take Michael Jackson out of the equation. My mom's not letting me stay over anybody's house that they don't know.
Celebrity or not. It just ain't adding up. No. You could beg, complete. They wouldn't even let us stay at, for the most part, cousins that we know for our entire life.
Yeah, like that shit ain't going down like that, number one. And then these fucking two lame ass motherfuckers they got on the only two motherfuckers they got on this documentary. The first guy, get him the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Found out real quick his fucking mom is a stage mom, so she probably just coached him all through this shit on what to say, all of this shit.
Right.
And like I told you, he was looking up and to the right all the time. And if anybody doesn't know what that means, that's a telltale sign that you're lying. People that study body language for a living ran a study saying that it's something with the neurons in the brain. When you look up and to the right, you're trying to come up with an answer or a story or something like that, as opposed to when you're telling the truth, it just automatically comes to you. It has something to do with that shit. That motherfucker's looking up and to the right and all the time and shit. And the other guy, I'm just not rocking with, because that shit fucking came out that 2 weeks before Michael Jackson died, he had his wife and his kids having dinner with Michael Jackson before that. If somebody molests you or sexually assaults you when you were a kid,
you don't want to be around.
Are you going to be around them, let alone having your children around this? Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly. It just don't happen.
I ain't rocking.
I haven't watched it, debating on if I should, but I probably will, just to be fair. And see what it says. But at the same time, like I say, this shit just ain't adding up. Not to me. The time and the people that were involved heard certain things about it. Just, why so long? Why so late? You know? Especially if you would think something like this would have came out immediately after the case. Why? Because you feel like, okay, he wasn't convicted. He wasn't reprimanded. So I need to get my side out. I need to let everything out, knowing and showing that this is what took place. Damn, 10 years after he's been dead and gone. And right behind R. Kelly shit, I don't know. And
then all you dumbasses that saw this documentary were sitting there, oh, Mike is canceled. I'm done with him. Shut the fuck up, you stupid. First of all, you're canceling a dead man.
Right.
That don't give two shits about what you're thinking about.
Right.
Then you're canceling a dead man over something that had no facts in it whatsoever. Right. That shows how bright you are. Well, but that's the problem with the court of public opinion.
Correct. Until all facts are out, people automatically jump to assumptions. You know, like it's just like y'all. But, yeah.
And I mean, in a system that basically y'all created to acquit somebody and you know, get them acquitted of all charges and shit.
Right.
Michael Jackson was vindicated. In that trial back then, they found nothing.
Exactly. And that's another thing that also comes up with parents. Same way with R. Kelly. You got him dead to rights. Then you have, what is it? The settlement. If somebody did something to your child in that regard, regardless of how much money they had, well, we'll pay you this amount to make it go away, or not to show up, or not to convict, or whatever else. You will feel like, you know what? I can't. Deep down, I can't. Because I'm pretty sure they're thinking, well, it already happened. If we don't take the money, the child's still going to be in pain. So I might as well take it and we could try and live a better life and move on from this. I'm sorry, but no. What does that teach? How does it make that child feel?
Yeah, well, fuck that. That shit, if anybody, we talked about Abducted in Plain Sight a while back too.
Bruh.
There were some parallels to kind of how this shit was. Because there was a lot of shit in that fucking documentary that I wasn't really rocking with either. Right. But just the way some of it felt like real scripted. Like these motherfuckers was lying about a lot of shit. There was a lot of parallels with that. But,
right.
But then also, to kind of shift gears just a little bit, it's amazing the differences of when a woman is the victim versus when a man is the victim, how people react.
Right.
People were a lot more invested when the victims were women.
Correct.
As opposed to these two gentlemen coming out, which it shouldn't be like that.
No.
Like it's because that's the same shit if a teacher is fucking with a little girl in school
compared
as opposed to a little boy.
Right.
If it's a little girl, all hell's about to break loose. But a little boy, people are like, oh, he probably wanted it, so what's fucking different? Like that, right. It shouldn't be like that. Like
double standard.
If I got a fucking son in high school, I'm gonna raise just as much hell if he smashed a fucking teacher as if I had a fucking daughter
right.
that was involved with that. Like this would be the same shit. Man. Like I might dap him up on the side, like, man, you got.
I ain't gonna lie, I probably would too.
I might dap him up.
Nigga.
You know, if his mom ain't around,
right?
Like, you got them draws. What up, my boy?
But at the same time, when somebody around, hey, but we can't be doing that. Where your teacher at? But you're right. It is that double standard.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that comes with seeing females as vulnerable, as weak, and that's not the case. But at the same time, like you say, don't have that same outrage when it's a boy.
Yeah.
That's just like, I think they were saying, this happened years ago. I want to say it was in Houston. Young men were getting raped at gunpoint by a serial rapist. And they wouldn't come forward because they were men. They feel like, I'm proud. I can't let my pride, I can't let nobody know because of their pride. And again, men hate being seen as vulnerable. So, and in that regard, women are stronger because for the most part, most women don't have a problem being vulnerable. Some are tough, some are extremely tough. They try and keep that shit in. But as far as vulnerability in that regard, how can I put it? In relationships and things of that nature, vulnerability by choice is always good to a certain extent. But when something is taken from you and you are forced to be vulnerable, that's not cool. That's not fair.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's all I had on that. I just wanted to bring that shit up because I'm tired of people sitting there. Stop trying to slander my man Mike like that.
You know they trying to get him.
People talking about, I'm not listening to his music no more. Shut the fuck up. I ain't worried about y'all.
They gonna still go in there and cut on some R. Kelly. If
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they gonna sit up there and stand on your drum if you want to. Stand your ground, but eventually you'll come back around.
Yeah,
I mean, I get it if it's real, genuine, but some people just be angry, just be want to go the
like it's just the fucking trend of the shit. Everybody's mad about this. I'm gonna be mad about it too. Shut the fuck up.
If you mad about it, who would even say it? Be like, oh, well then shit, that sucks. Then on your own time, you ain't gotta tell nobody. You just say, shit, I just ain't gonna listen to his music.
No.
You don't proudly stand on the street corner and yell that shit out.
Yeah,
just don't.
And shit is whack, man. And like I said, if some evidence actually comes out that he did indeed do that shit, just like R. Kelly, get him the fuck out of here.
Throw him out of the fucking bus.
And I mean, like I said, I'm one of the biggest, if not the biggest Michael Jackson fans. I don't just listen to Michael Jackson music like that today anymore. Like, the shit come on, I'll be vibing. Like, when that shit came on, you saw Michael Jackson out on that cruise?
Right,
out there
it was going down.
But handful of times a year, maybe. Right. I mean, when I hear it, I'm singing every damn word. But I'm not just, I gotta listen to Mike today. Like, it ain't.
You don't go out your way.
Like, so all these motherfuckers talking about, I'm not listening to Michael Jackson. How often do you just listen to Michael Jackson?
True.
Is what I want to ask them.
Right. Once, probably every few months, 6 months.
Damn, I can't remember the last time I just listened to Michael Jackson's music.
Right.
Doesn't mean I don't love it. I love Michael Jackson's music. But, and like I said, anytime it's on, I'm singing my motherfucking heart out.
Right.
I just don't cut it on that often.
And it just be that way.
Yeah.
It just be that way. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
How you feel about fucking completely random?
Throw it out there like a frisbee.
How you feel about them girls that let dogs sleep in the bed with them? I don't even know why I thought of that, but I know it's completely random.
To be honest, it don't too much bother me that much. For the simple fact of the matter is I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Like, I've dated quite a few women who are very close to their dogs, and they've told me why they're close to their dogs, and they've even showed me instances to where the dogs either awaken them when somebody's trying to break in or whatnot. Most of the part it comes to not only just loving the dog, but that piece of comfort.
Yeah.
You know, that is the biggest thing. A lot of people think it's nasty. It ain't right. But for them to just have, particularly when they're single or grieving or just like having that connection, that bond right there, that loving aspect of it, they're accustomed to it. So over the course of because at first I was like, no, I don't know about that.
Yeah, because the first time I spent the night with this girl, I was fucking dog all in bed. I woke up, I had dog hair all on my clothes.
Was it a big dog?
To get used to it. It was a little dog.
A little midget dog?
Yeah. It was just a little weird. You know, I grew up in a black household.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
And, you know, typically in black households, we barely even want dogs on the couch.
Hell, we barely want humans on the damn couch.
For real, shit.
Hell.
That's damn near up there with leaning on the brake front.
For real.
You better go nowhere near that damn brake front.
At all. Don't even think about it.
Oh, no, shit.
Don't even
I know that girl got her ass whooped on Cooley High when they broke that brake front.
Right. It was done. It was done. It was a wrap. It was
my mama said not to lean on the brake front. Them motherfuckers got up in there swinging and broke that motherfucker. Man.
Done, bro. Like I say,
man.
Barely want humans doing it, let alone animals. So that was same way. Yeah. Black household, wasn't trying to hear that shit.
Yeah.
But it's time grown, start meeting different people, expanding more people, and start understanding the reasoning behind it. Totally get it.
Yeah.
Totally get it.
Now, I know, completely random, but I be having random thoughts sometimes.
Now, how would you feel if we talk about random, right? We're gonna stay on the same thing. You know, certain girls or certain people like having their dog lick them in the mouth. You know, all up in all that. Well, if you little tenderoni, cup for her. See, hey baby, dog lick all in the mouth. Then she come to lean in on you, trying to get you some sugar. Asking how your day was.
I'm like, you want to go swish some mouthwash around first? I know they say dogs' mouth are cleaner than humans.
Bush,
but I mean,
man, they lick their ass. They lick all this shit.
You wanna, I got some Listerine in there. You go swish a little bit of something. Shit. Like, I can't do it. It's I don't even want dogs licking all up on my face and nothing like that. Like, don't lick up on me like that.
Oh, she just want to share. Sharing is caring, P-Back.
Man, no.
No.
Okay, go ahead, hit the mouthwash. Hit the mouthwash.
Oh, man.
Oh, that's too damn wild.
That is wild. That is very, very wild.
Oh, man. 55 minutes in, I feel like we ain't even really talked about shit.
We ain't.
Because we just
been going with
cutting
it.
jokes and shit all the time, which is always good.
Yes.
Sometimes you just got to get your giggles out.
We have to. Like I say, this is the warm up to the marathon that we can put for us. So.
Yes. Shit.
So let's go on.
Did you hear about old boy at OKC, Utah, the Jazz fan?
Yes.
Well, there's actually 2 guys that got banned.
Correct.
They banned one from something that happened in like October last year.
Right.
But for anybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, I think his name is Shane Kiesel, some shit like that.
Right.
There were multiple accounts that said he told Russell Westbrook, player on the Thunder, to get down on your knees like you used to.
Right.
You know what? Let's stay right there for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Russell Westbrook said he obviously felt disrespected.
Correct.
And then he took it one step further to the racial aspect.
Right.
Would you be offended racially by that particular statement? From what I seen, it was kind of split.
Right.
Some people were, some people weren't. And
right.
I don't really know where I stand as far as that. It's obviously disrespectful to talk about a man
right.
like that. The first thing that jumped to my mind when I heard that was basically the equivalent of telling another man to suck my dick. And
yeah.
That's right up there with spitting on somebody.
Right.
You tell another grown man to suck your dick. Those are fighting words.
Yeah, be ready for the consequences.
Pretty much. That was what I first equated to.
Right.
When he took it a step further and said he felt that was a racial comment,
right.
I had to really take a step back and think about that. I don't know if I would take it
that route
racially.
Right. I'll be honest with you. When I first heard it, that ain't a route that I take. Because I've never heard I've heard go back to Africa. I've heard all kinds of other different shit.
I think the other guy from the incident in October, the guy that said something, he said a comment to him and then he called him boy.
Right.
I'll take that more
than
this.
Right.
As far as racial. Because, I mean, for a lot of people that don't get it, you call a black man boy.
Man,
that is a derogatory term to a grown man that makes us seem like we're just less than the scum of the earth, basically.
Like, know your place.
I take that more. I'm offended more by that than that, as far as from the racial aspect.
No doubt. No, I'm all the way with you on that. Because when I heard it, like you say, disrespected, yes. Racially disrespected, not for me as much. But to the point where, yes, you still gonna get these paws. You still gonna get these damn hands. Yeah.
Don't tell another man to get down on your knees like you used to. And then don't fucking sit there and try to say go ahead, ice your knees, bro.
Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah. Number one, we already know you're lying because there was multiple people that said you said that.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, anybody that's ever been in this situation, I'm sure you can attest to this too.
Right.
You're not going to give the kind of reaction that Russell Westbrook gave if that's all you said.
Nah, ain't no way.
And on top of that, this is how I knew that when Russell Westbrook gave his account of what happened, that I knew I believed him. Because when I heard how he said it went down, and then I went back and watched the video again.
Okay.
Russell Westbrook in that video said, I will fuck you up on everything I love. I swear to God, on my family, I will fuck you up. The part I don't agree with is that him saying he'll fuck his wife up too.
Correct.
And I do believe him when he said he was caught up in the heat of the moment. He said he's never put his hands on a woman and he never would. Right. I agree that, but
you still don't do that.
No.
You still don't.
That
shouldn't even come out your mouth. Period.
Nah. Him, completely agree. Put the pause on. I don't give a fuck.
But putting hands on a woman, no.
Never.
That shouldn't even be caught up. Because when a man specifically, a black man, say, on my mama, you done did some offensive ass shit. Thank I
I swear to God, I will fuck you up.
You did some foul shit. That ain't.
He's not acting like that. What you saying? Go ice your knees. You don't need to. Nah.
Think about it. This man plays ball, travel around the world, get heckled all the time. You stepped over that boundary to make him that upset. This is not no typical heckling. Brick or you sorry.
You suck.
Yeah. No. You done said some foul shit. Like straight up. So when he said that, I already knew. He wasn't playing. Oh boy, before I didn't even have to hear the interview with old dude. I knew that he was fucking up. But at the same time, I think security needs to do a better job. And what I mean by that is, I think they showed one incident with LeBron where he was walking out, I think it was Cleveland versus Golden State. And this female was like, LeBron, you a pussy motherfucker, da-da-da-da-da. Walking out, and that security guard turned around, hey, man, called ass. He was like, if I see you in here again, I'm going to kick you out, or you hope that I forget your face. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Look, because at the end of the day, they still men. They still got families, and they still human. Then if one of them motherfuckers sit up there and put their paws on you, you're going to be looking for a payday, or you're going to be trying to look bad. So, no.
And this is one of the issues I have, and I do think the NBA did a good job giving him a lifetime ban.
Correct.
Same thing with the other guy. There has to be a zero tolerance policy for this kind of shit, because what happens with fans a lot when they go into these kind of environments is the players are held to a certain standard. Because what would they have done if Russell Westbrook actually went into the stands and beat that dude's ass?
Right.
Can you imagine the lawsuit the NBA would have got for that shit? A fucking 6'4", 205-pound dude beating up this man.
The hell out of him.
And these fans, they go to these games and they look at these players as basically less than humans, thinking they can say or do whatever they want to do.
Right.
And they have to be held to the same standard, I think, as a player. So I think this sends a good message that if you come in here thinking you about to act foul,
we're going to clean this shit up
real fucking quick.
Yeah.
And so I think they did a good job. Fucking Twitter found his ass before the game was even over.
And saw all his foul shit.
And then that was another thing. That just added more evidence to the fire that I know he said the shit, because there were tweets going all the way back to a year ago of him tweeting about Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Which means, let's see, NBA schedule. The NBA starts in October. Preseason starts the end of September.
Right.
Schedules probably come out August, maybe July. Right. The schedules come out. You know when Russell Westbrook's coming to town.
Oh, yeah. And you make sure you're going to be there.
You think I'm going to give me some close tickets so I can get close enough up on this nigger. And I know he said nigger with a hard R. And I'm going to agitate the shit out of him.
Make it his life.
Like he fucking knew that shit. I mean, there's fucking tweets of him saying, Westbrook need to go back to where he came from. Hashtag MAGA.
Yep.
Russell Westbrook's piece of shit. That was from like a year ago.
There you go.
And then he even had other questionable tweets, not even about Russell Westbrook, just about other shit, like fucking pictures of like poor countries saying, look at these shitholes and stuff like this and that kind of stuff. Like, see, it don't look good. I don't believe a word this man got to say.
Period.
And you better be lucky Westbrook didn't jump in them stands like that. You better be lucky I bet he would say that to Ron Artest.
No, Ron Artest?
Ron Artest would beat dog shit out of him.
Ron Artest don't give a damn.
Shit.
At all. Period.
But yeah, I'm glad they got his ass up out of there. Right. And to any fans that, I hope this sent a message to you, because, and this is another thing. Russell Westbrook did bring a little bit more with his reaction. I'll say that brought more attention to this ban,
right?
Than I wish that I wish he wouldn't have gotten. I'll say that, because this is something that somebody out there is thinking, man, he got his 15 seconds of fame. Maybe I'll go to a game and say something, try to agitate them and get mine too.
Right.
I guarantee it's going to happen at some point. Somebody's going to try to, whether it's Westbrook or somebody else, try to get some kind of reaction so they can get their family. So I get it. You're a man.
Right.
I mean, there were multiple people around, so it probably didn't even need to come to. And I'm behind Westbrook.
Right.
I'm right there with you. When he said he would say it all again, he had no regrets about shit. I'm right there with him.
Right.
But I would just say, especially a man in this position, you known all around the world, you have little kids that look up to you.
Right.
Maybe try to be at least a little bit more vigilant next time. Maybe grab security, say, hey, he's been.
This what he said. This what he's
over here all this time. Boom, and let that be the reason.
And I think that's probably what the route they're going to start doing more often. You know, especially when they see that fans can get lifetime bans. I think players most likely will be like calling security over. Hey, you see that guy over there? This what he said. This what he's doing. Blah blah blah. And then go from there. Because
like when the footage came out, and I'd never even seen the footage of the guy from last year that called him boy. And when he did it, like Westbrook, he stopped immediately what he was doing and looked up at the guy. Right. And he called security. And he's sitting there talking to security. He pointed the guy out, everything. And now that guy got lifetime ban. There's no reason that couldn't have been handled. This situation couldn't have been handled the same way.
I think that whole, like you say, that heat of the moment. I think that caught him off guard.
Yeah.
I think that's what got him the most. But
I mean, I'm sure he like shit. 25,000. That's a fine he got hit with.
I'll take it.
Shit, that motherfucker signed one of the biggest fucking contracts in NBA history. He ain't worried about no 25,000. That's like not even. That might be like half a quarter. 6 minutes.
Couch change.
That's what I'm saying. Like LeBron's fucking contract was so ignorant. He's making basically per game, he's making like $1,300 for every second or something that he plays or some shit serious? Like that. That's how ignorant his contract was.
Bro.
This Lakers deal. It was like $1,300 for every second he plays or some shit like that.
That is beyond crazy.
That shit is wild, man.
That is beyond crazy.
Shit, yeah, that shit's so wild. So that I know he ain't sweating that 25K. That's probably why he was like, I don't regret it. I'll say that shit all over me. And I agree with him.
Right.
Just leave the man's wife out of it.
Plain and simple.
There's no room for that at all.
She already got punishment enough being married to him.
Whether she said anything or not, there were conflicting reports that after he said get down on your knees like you used to, she repeated it or some shit like that. Even then, leave her out.
Right.
Like there's no need for that.
It ain't worth it.
I had something else I wanted to say, but I forgot. And I don't forget shit, so you know I'm out of it.
Right. No, I already know.
That's pretty much all I got for today.
Likewise, man. I'll tell you what, next go around, we're going to make sure that we come at our full sellers. Like I say, it's going to be 20th episode.
Yeah, 20th episode. We're going to try to work on something special for y'all for the 20th. We'll see what we come up with and keep y'all posted. That's coming to y'all in 2 weeks. Like I said, I love y'all, but y'all not fucking up March Madness.
So it's just not going to happen.
I don't know what time Duke plays yet, so I can't risk nothing.
So it's just not going to go that route.
Yeah.
But we still got love for you.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. Just like that.
It is.
So that's just what. Ladies, if you're married or you with a Melvin, I'm sorry.
So sorry.
I'm so sorry. March of Melvin. Melvin March Madness. All for y'all.
Can you imagine these old fucking Melvin screaming? Melvin name. Like, how do y'all scream that name out? This is a corny ass name, man. That name is so trash. Ladies, I want to know if y'all have ever had a Melvin. Are y'all screaming out Melvin's name, or are y'all just changing like to baby or something like that, or daddy, something, or are y'all actually screaming out Melvin?
Oh man!
That is too damn wild. I can't get out of here on that one.
Yeah, you know what? Hey,
man,
it's your boy, the Walking Holiday He-Man.
Oh, as always, it's the bad guy, P-Mac.
And I tell you what, this is the end of episode 19. We look forward to blessing y'all again on the upcoming episode 20. And like I say, keep it 100.
Real time. Hey. He didn't want to know. He didn't want to know though.
No, he didn't.
He said, I would never ask you.
At all.
Oh, she has some good moves.
Man, have him coming back.
She must have had that what's her face? That bitch that broke up the Beatles. Oh. What was her name?
Yoko Ono.
Yoko Ono. She must have had that. That's the Yoko Ono right there.
Yeah, right.
There I go again. No C and D. No C and D. We out.
Peace. He said no C and D. Bye.